I said salute to the untouchable True School Sports Empire,
That's
taking
right, the
over
untouchable.
not only the South Florida boxing scene, but the worldwide boxing scene.
Well, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, this is a follow-up video to a video I did on Fight Week about one of South Florida's very own, more specifically Hialeah Gardens' very own Aaron Aponte, the Alien King. Now, I'm making it a point to cover my South Florida fighters a lot better and a lot more efficiently than I have been over the last year because I've been slacking. But this is a fight, he had a fight on the Canelo undercard against Fernando Angel Molina, which was very intriguing to me because, I know Aaron Aponte, he's got a lot of good physical attributes. He's a fighter that relies a lot on athleticism, but the skills haven't quite caught up to the athletic ability yet in the ring so far in the pros. His last fight that he had in Mexico on the Hiroto Kaiguchi Esteban Bermudez undercard proved that when he won by close decision. I believe it was a split. And he really showed a lot of the chinks and a lot of the flaws were there to be seen. He's a taller fighter who routinely gives up his size, sometimes doesn't fight behind the jab, lacks a consistent jab. Also looks like a fighter that's very uncomfortable and doesn't really know what he's doing so far as when he's initiating his offense. He's the kind of fighter that needs the opponent to attack before he attacks, to be more the counterpuncher, more so than the guy who leads. And that's not always a good thing because there's going to be some times where you get an opponent where you're going to have to know how to create openings of your own. And in this fight, man, oh man, I know the word exposed gets thrown around a lot to kind of troll Canelo, but man, oh man, I think it was appropriate here because I really do think Fernando Angel Molina was done wrong. I think this was a gift decision. The fight was a draw, but I thought Molina won the fight, and he was robbed out of getting a very good victory for his career. And what makes it even worse, right? What makes it even worse was I learned this during the fight. I didn't know this part going into the fight, but apparently, Peter Khan and Team Aponte, they requested to fight Fernando Angel Molina. They wanted that fight. They felt like they saw some chinks in the armor to where they felt like he wasn't going to be able to adjust, and they would have an easy night at the office and get a nice little win against an undefeated Mexican fighter. And that plan backfired. That plan backfired badly because anybody who watched that fight, now it's going to say he got a draw on BoxRec, but anybody who watched that fight knows he did not win that fight. And he is very fortunate that he has people like Peter Khan behind him who have influence in boxing that can allow him to not lose a fight like that. But he lost that fight and he knows it. And I give him credit. I give him and Fernando Angel Molina credit because these are two fighters who are not even 22 years old yet. Aaron is 21. Molina is 20. Molina is a Canelo fighter. Aaron is a Peter Khan fighter. So these are both young, undefeated fighters with backing behind them that could have fought lesser opposition to run the record if they didn't. They fought each other. So I give them both credit for taking the fight. But right is right and wrong is wrong. And even though I want to be biased, and even though I want my South Florida fighters to win, Aaron Aponte did not win this fight. Aaron Aponte was very lucky to get out there with a draw. He got dropped. He got dropped in this fight. I believe it was in the 5th or 6th round. And on top of that, he was wobbled in 2 of the other rounds. So he was hurt a lot. He looked confused. He towards the end of the fight, he started doing a little bit more boxing when he really should have been pressing the action more. Early on in the fight, he was pressing the action when he should have been boxing. So he's a fighter that, like I said in the last video, he still has a lot of development to be had. There's a lot of learning to do because he's a fighter that I think has a lot of flaws, and I'm naming them. I'm not going to say I'm going to name them for you. He's a fighter that does not really look like he knows how to initiate his offense on a consistent basis. He's also a fighter that, despite him being 6 foot tall at 140, doesn't fight behind a consistent jab and routinely gives up his size. So I'm not writing him up. I'm not going to call him a hype job or nothing like that because he's so young that he could develop and become the next world champion at 140. We don't know at this point, but one thing I do know is he lost that fight against Javier Molina. He lost against Molina. He did not deserve to walk out that ring with his O still intact. But such is boxing and such is life. Sometimes it's not about what you know or what you can do, but what about who you know. And he got Peter Khan on his side, so that's why he didn't get the L on his record that he should have gotten. But this is a fight that I think that Matchroom can tuck away. Probably get these guys some more wins against lesser opposition and let them develop a little bit more. And then down the road, when there's another big card, make this a rematch. This definitely a rematch I want to see, because I feel like Aaron Aponte got his ass whooped badly in this fight and really got every flaw that he had in his last fight where he won by a split decision was on full display in this fight. From the lack of ability to adjust, all these things. I'm not trying to be hypercritical or put Aaron Aponte down, because I want to see him do good. He's from South Florida, but I can't be biased. I have to call a spade a spade. Molina beat him, and Molina showed a lot of the things that he's lacking in the ring. So hopefully his team and his trainers, Mike Robles, Raniel Aponte, and the fine folks at KO Fitness, they look at the fight, they look at where Aaron went wrong, and they work on turning his weaknesses into strengths. And then hopefully a couple of years from now, we can look back at this video and this fight and say, man, that was a night where Aaron Aponte went from being a boy to become a man in the sport of boxing and to become champion. This is the kind of fight he needed. So I'm not writing him off, but he lost the fight, and he was lucky to get out there with his O intact. So I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. What did you make of Aaron Aponte versus Molina? I thought he was lucky, and he should have lost. He should have had an L on his record, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Molina was robbed of a victory, a clear victory in my opinion, and it's unfortunate, but it's boxing. So leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe, because we're on the road to 50,000 subscribers. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button, and surely you will not be disappointed. True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here, boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia, and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God.